Hi, this is Dr. Lauterbach, and we're going to go through a few things about evidence-based practice, safety, and teams. Why do we put these things together? Well, let's say you were wondering if there's something your team could do to make things safer for your patients. Let's say you noticed that you had a lot of patients coming back with congestive failure. You could start by implementing the IHI quality improvement model that we learned about a while ago. But how are you going to know that you've got the right basic problem? Well, you could use a root cause analysis, and that's, in this case, tells you that patients and families just don't understand their self-care instructions, and that's why they keep coming back. So what would help with that? Well, you could look at the evidence, and maybe you'd start with a PICO question. So you do a lit search and you come up with a lot of stuff. What are you going to do now? Well, a couple of things you can do at this point is organize a team and find an evidence-based practice model. So why use an evidence-based practice model? In a word, sustainability. If your organization hasn't got one, find one that fits your circumstances, what you're trying to accomplish, and the characteristics of your organization. In this example, it's going to be pretty easy to find published tested interventions to address patient adherence to their treatment plans. But the trick, the hard thing, is going to be able to get everybody on board in doing it and then to sustain it. That is to say, make it stick. There are a lot of evidence-based practice models out there, and we're going to talk about them in our Collaborate session, and you're going to read about them. But they basically fall into two buckets. There are the process models, which focus on finding and evaluating evidence, and then the mentorship models, which talk about culture of the organization. Sustainability is their key point. In this example, IHI has this tested intervention called Ask Me. So finding the evidence is really not going to be so hard. The tough part is going to be able to get your care team to use it sustainably over the long term. That's it for now. I hope this gives you some perspective as you go through this module's reading and assignments.